Thanks again for joining us on another episode of It Starts With Plastic Free. We're back. Corey and Phil. Corey, how are we doing?
Well, I'm good, but I'm changing some clothes choices.
We were talking about how clothes make us sick, but it's exciting, mate. I'm getting some good feedback at the moment in the program. People are asking us questions and giving us comments they're learning. So
I actually
all your stats.
Took this article home last night, actually, and had an interesting discussion about this, and certainly since starting this business with you, it's certainly my choices around buying natural fibres have changed, having learnt about polyesters and microplastics coming off of them.
We touched on this in the episode about microplastics, but this is actually going specifically into how clothes can make us sick. And regardless of who we are, where we live, what class, job, everyone has this potential problem.
Yes.
In the home or workplace. So roll it out, mate.
Well, first thing, almost 70% of clothes and textiles used for sofas, curtains, carpets are made of plastic materials.
So that's the polyester.
Polyester, nylon, acrylics that we have in our houses. So during production of these items, there's microplastics coming off of them, but a big one is during the washing and the drying. There's a heap of microplastics coming off of them in our home, and these microplastics are going everywhere. They're from all these items in the home, but this is being identified even in the National Plastics Plan of 2021. So they've got a movement to put a microplastics filter on every new washing machine sold by 2030.
So at the moment you're saying that not all washing machines have these filters?
No, I don't think anyone does unless you've retrofitted it. Okay. And I looked it up, and in the USA there's quite a few businesses now selling these. So
the reason filters. Why the National Plastics Plan is going to put a filter, that's going to be mandatory.
Yes.
Is obviously they've acknowledged we've got a microplastic issue.
Absolutely, yeah.
And there's a process to cut it.
I think there's two key reasons. One is from the washing machine, these microplastics are going down the drain and through the water authorities, but probably not being caught there and out to sea, so it's stopping that side of it. And then certainly at a drier level, the microplastics are coming out into our home.
So washing machine, we get a filter from 2030. And dryers, then we're going to have that as well?
It doesn't say anything about dryers as regulation, but from some of the stuff we've read about dryers and drying polyester type clothes or plastic based clothes, there's a shipload of microplastics coming off of them.
You can say a shitload because it's our YouTube channel.
30% of all dust inside buildings consists of plastic particles. So it's just mind-blowing. So, what we're starting to understand.
Okay, so give us some examples. So, we wash, kids play, go to school, even school uniforms. I mean, what could schools be doing to not have those sort of materials in their clothing? I mean, how do we reduce all this?
Well, I think we take the step back and say, well, maybe we stop buying polyesters as a basis for clothes and we start using natural fibres like cotton or hemp or
wool, Australian wool,
all these bamboo, all these other options. So I think it's going to be very interesting, the fashion industry, once these initiatives from the government start getting realised by consumers. The change in fabric.
And they're the big brands that we spoke about. I think Patagonia was one of the pioneers globally in that space, but using those materials and natural fibres that you didn't have to change them over. They last longer. I know they might be more expensive up front.
Yes.
But where are the hazards with people that have to understand? So someone doesn't know about this says, okay, Corey, I'm going to put this filter, but what is the danger of my current washing machine?
Yeah, good call.
What do these fibres do for me?
I think the current washing machine, it's more about microplastics going out to the ocean, but just bringing plastic clothing into our house regardless and the dangers. So the Plastic Soup Foundation was one fascinating article we were reading, and they talk about here, do our clothes make us sick? And it says that we can't be 100% certain yet, but scientific evidence is growing. The amount of microplastic fibres we are exposed to is extremely worrisome, and they talk about there's starting to be some possible health effects in terms of inflammation in the lungs and so forth, which would make sense.
So that worries me a little bit because I've taken clothes out the dryer before, especially in the winter months when you want to get them dry, and you shake them off and you can see fluff or the whatever it is in the air. And sometimes that, the thing is you put it on or you put it on a couch or wherever it might be on your bed, and then that crap's all gone on everywhere and it just accumulates.
Yes.
And I'm just wondering, how much research has been done on what those problems are to humans, and is it worse for kids or the elderly or those with respiratory issues?
I think
those risks, how do they, hospital space, how do they control that?
Again, I think this just comes back to, maybe we need, as a starting point, let's start removing plastics from our environment, and there are options out there. There are alternatives out there that exist. So let's buy the non-plastic alternatives and move life forward that way as an immediate solution.
And was there anything in that article that sort of alluded to the fact of other countries doing anything differently, or?
No, those filters are also being implemented overseas. It was, I think, Europe and North America.
Really be keen to see, was there anything mentioned about commercial dry cleaners in those places? What do they do in those spaces? They would have to implement that, because they'd have to.
I think that was all washing machines. It just said as an industry.
You can imagine the sort of plastic fibre that's generated in those environments, just from a whole the commercial cleaning.
Yes.
The commercial cleaning we have here with uniforms and mats and all that sort of stuff. So we might have to start here in terms of looking at what we've got with our staff and
staff uniforms and all
staff
that.
Uniforms and towels, tea towels, and everything gets washed.
Yeah, exactly.
And is it natural or not? If you've got any comments on that, we'd like to hear, or examples that you've seen, or maybe things that we've overlooked that could be a risk. But how do clothes make us sick? Well, microplastics is not going away, and in fact the problem is compounding, and we're all about trying to make an awareness of that. So drop us a line, don't forget to subscribe, give us a comment. Corey, anything else, any other stats to finish this one off?
No, but it's just, exploding.
Until next time on Starts with Plastic Free, we'll see you then.